What's up, everybody? Welcome back once again to the Retro Wrestling Archive, live from the archive. I'm Gene Jackson, and just wanted to kind of drop in tonight while I got a few minutes to kind of give everybody a bit of a channel update, an update on the Patreon, and a few things that people have been asking about. I haven't gotten a chance to do one of these in a little while. I was trying to do these every week, but things have been super, super busy as of late, and I haven't got a chance to do one. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stay on tonight, but I want to jump on here and talk about a few things. Quick, hide the beers before Gene sees. Oh, that's all right, Zippo. You guys can keep them out. We're gonna be pretty laid back here. Thank you again for the AWA uploads. You are welcome, Dan. Glad to do it. Glad people are enjoying them. Glad people are enjoying the OVW. I've heard quite a bit of talk about that. And I hear it's been somebody put in the comments that they mentioned it to Cornette on his podcast, and he said he was happy that they were turning up on YouTube. So I guess that's a good thing. I don't know. It may draw attention to us, and I don't know. They may get pulled pretty soon, or I may get a strike. I hope not. But anyway, it may be good for us. It may be bad. But anyway, glad to hear that Mr. Cornette's happy that they're out there, and I'm happy to put them out there, and I hope we can keep them up and keep going. We're up through, I think I've got all of 2001 up now, so I'm getting ready to start with 2002, and we're just going to work our way up 02, 03, 04 until we meet with, I think I've already got 05, 06. So we'll get that rolling here pretty soon. We're going to keep the AWA coming, what I've got. And currently looking for some other things to add. Some of you know we've added over on the Patreon, patreon.com at Retro Wrestling Archive. We've got a new tier over there, the All Access tier, which includes access to my Google Drive that I've got. It's not a lot of the stuff that's already on the channel. Actually, the big selling point of the drive, the reason I'm offering it, I've got what I'm calling the Mega Memphis folder, which has all the CWA that's available that I can find, all the USWA that's available that I can find. We're currently in the process of getting a bunch of PowerPro up there. I'm going to be transferring my KEW soon, and we've got all the MCW, Memphis Championship Wrestling, that's available. So got a bunch of other Memphis-related stuff that I'm adding to the folder as well. And I don't have a huge amount of space on the drive. I've got 2 terabytes, so I can't jam pack a lot of stuff on there as of right now. Now, if we keep getting patrons and it starts bringing a little bit of money, I can get the higher tier and be able to get up to like 5 terabytes, and we can add a bunch more stuff to the drive. But there's a lot of interesting stuff on there. I won't say what a lot of it is on there because I don't want people hunting us down and getting us in trouble with it. But if you look around on there, there's some pretty fun stuff, and there's some current stuff on there. So I want to laugh or see George Goulas stuff. I don't believe it or not, I don't have a lot in the way of George Goulas. I need to see what I can find of old George. Brandon Wheeler. Hey, Gene, what's up, Brandon? Glad you have joined us tonight. Who owned PowerPro? Well, that would be Randy Hales. He was the owner, founder, and president of PowerPro Wrestling, and he was more than happy to tell you that each and every week right there on PowerPro. And so I heard, I got wind recently that Randy was no longer selling his PowerPro DVDs. Used to, you could buy all the PowerPro Wrestling via DVD from Randy, and I was told that he's not selling those anymore. So, I know Randy somewhat. We've communicated a lot in the past. He's been on my podcast and various things, and we have mutual friends. So I reached out to Randy and asked, I said, hey, man, I hear you're not selling the PowerPro DVDs anymore. Since you're not selling them, would you be okay if with me putting PowerPro up over on the Retro Wrestling Archive because I have most all the other Memphis related stuff there on the channel. And he read the message and he didn't respond. So I don't know if that means he's not okay with it or he just hadn't had a chance to respond yet. It's been about a week. So I don't know. I'm not going to throw him up on YouTube if he doesn't want me to, but they will be available on the Google Drive if you want to see them there. I'm working on getting them up. I've got all of 98 and 99 and most of 2001. I just got to plug in a couple of 2001s and get all the rest of 2000 together. So look for that soon. Hey, Gene, been binging on your Einhorn AWA after the passing of Heart for Love. Yeah, I was excited to get a hold of that. I had read about that a lot over the years and really hadn't got a chance to see it. So when I got my hands on that, I was really excited to add that to the channel. Got a lot of great feedback on it. And like I say, it's stuff that there's not a lot of footage of it out there. So, and that footage is pretty good quality stuff. And so it's some of the best I've found. So glad to get up there, Zippo, and JS, glad you're enjoying it. And unfortunate the passing of Hartford Love recently. The Love brothers were quite the tag team in their day, quite the gimmick. So it's a shame to hear that Hartford Love passed away. But I'm glad that you are going back and enjoying the Einhorn IWA in his honor. So let's see here. Imagine the Love brothers versus the interns with Dr. Ken Ramey Riot Time. No doubt. Boy, that would have been quite the matchup there. So let's take a look here. Let's go through a few things I need to mention. Like I said, we're going to get more OV. We're going to keep the OVW train rolling. We're going to get some more AWA going. Trying to decide what I want to do next as far as old territory stuff. I do want to remind everybody that the Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert book, I've been getting people sending me messages and pictures that it's starting to arrive. Originally, I didn't think it was shipping out till May the 15th. Then I heard the 26th, and now people have already got it in hand. I don't have any in hand yet, but a lot of people who order it are starting to get it. I'm seeing pictures pop up. Doug got a box of them for the virtual signing. So if you want to get a copy signed by Doug Gilbert, he will be doing a virtual signing online this Saturday. And you can go to DougGilbertPodcast.com, check out the link to that, and get that. If not, there will be plenty of other opportunities. If you're going to be in the Philadelphia area checking out TWA One and Done, we'll have the books there, and he'll be signing them there. I'll sign you one if you want. But I will be there along with Doug and Tommy at the WrestleCon in Philadelphia and at the One and Done show. So if anybody that watches the channel, that subscribes and comments, if you're there, please stop by and say hello. I'd love to talk to you and talk to you in person about the channel. Let's see here. SECW, CCW, USA Championship Wrestling. I have some of that in pretty good quality. And I've been told that since Ron Fuller's got this streaming service now where he's putting a bunch of that up, that he's coming after folks on YouTube. But I see there's still a lot of it on YouTube. So I don't know if that's true or if that's just a rumor. So I don't know. I may put some up on YouTube. I may once I can expand the drive, put some up on the drive, hard drive. We'll see. But yes, I do have significant amount of Southeastern Continental and all the USA. So that may be coming soon. We shall see. But it's going to end up in one place or the other. What else we got to talk about here that we need to cover? Like I say, we talked about the books is in the process of being released. And if you don't want to get it from the website, the tinyurl.com/Eddie Gilbert book, it is now available in pretty much any reputable booksellers. You can get it through barnesandnoble.com. You can get it through amazon.com. You can get it through Books A Million, all those places. It is now available for pre-order. So Uh, the 3 episodes of WXO, it's sort of here, but mostly people doing mystery science theater type shows with it. WXO, that rings a bell. I don't think I have any of that, honestly. I've heard of it, but I don't think I have any of it. Oh, and I enjoyed Chubby Dudley. Oh, thanks, JS. I had a great time talking with Bay. What a good dude. I'm looking forward to meeting him for the first time next weekend in Philadelphia. What a great event that's going to be. Had a lot of fun talking to him about Tri-State and that big event. I look forward to, I talked to him after, and we're going to get him on for some more episodes, talk to him about ECW and TWA, and have him on again when we're not so focused on just, promoting the big shows coming up. But I really wanted to drive that home because it really is going to be a great event. But if you haven't checked that out yet, check out episode 23 of Retro Wrestling with Gene Jackson with my special guest, Bay Ragney, but you know him better as Chubby Dudley, one of the original Dudleys back in the day in ECW. And I love me some old school ECW, and I was a big fan of the Dudleys. WXO, Teddy DiBiase fed in 2000 that failed after one time. Yes, that's it. Okay. I may have some of that actually on like VHS tape. That may require some work, but if I can dig those up, we may have. Is that out here on YouTube already? I remember getting it back in the tape trading days and watching it. It was one of those things where it's like, all right, I saw it because it happened, but it wasn't anything that I sought out watching again. So I don't know. I'll see if I can dig up a tape of that. Like I said, it'll take some work to get it transferred off of VHS, then onto a DVD, and then on to getting it on here. But any footage of really unknown territories like old Arizona, not so far. But like I always say, I mean, always in the process of trying to procure new footage that I don't have. So I will definitely put that in the mix of things that I'm looking for to add sooner rather than later, I hope. Also, if you haven't yet, check out episode 22, my interview with Isaiah. What a good dude Isaiah is, and he's had a very interesting career. Had a lot of fun talking to him, and I've gotten some really great feedback on that interview. So I hope everybody checks that out as well. And of course, we haven't really, I haven't done one of these really since this has been back, but now here on the YouTube channel, Dangerous Conversations with Doug Gilbert and Tommy Rich is now officially part of this channel. You can see those shows here. We don't do a video version of it as of yet. Now it's still audio. We may eventually make that a video cast. It's something we've discussed, or at least for certain episodes. I want to do some watch along stuff with Doug and Tommy for the Patreon eventually when we get time. It's just them guys are staying really busy right now, but we got some fun projects in the future. And Doug kind of let the cat out of the bag on the podcast recently that there may be a book project coming up soon that I'll be working on with Tommy, and I'm really excited about that. That should be a lot of fun and very interesting talking to Tommy about his career in a book. So be on the lookout for that. It's in the works, along with some other books that I'm going to be meeting with the publisher about very soon. So any UWF, as in Herb Abrams UWF or Bill Watts UWF. I do have almost. I don't even think almost. I think I have all of the Herb Abrams UWF on my other YouTube channel where I used to put up my stand-up comedy and different things. It's called Main Event Comedy. I've got all the UWF there. I've got it linked on the Patreon. As far as Bill Watts UWF, it's already all over YouTube. I think every bit of it's here in one form or another. So I feel like I'd just be kind of, it'd be redundant for me to start uploading any UWF to YouTube. I know Ray Russell's put up quite a bit on the Wrestling Memory Grenade YouTube, and just in general, a search of Bill Watts UWF would pull up a majority of it. So probably won't be uploading. I've got a lot of it, but I don't think I'll be uploading it to this channel. JS. I remember the WXO opening match involved Eric Watts nearly doing a face plant trying to get into the ring. You know, it may be like at the time when I was doing that tape trading, I really wasn't viewing wrestling from the more fun aspect of it. Like I was looking for serious wrestling. It may be fun to go revisit that with that kind of stuff in mind. Like, you know, Eric Watts, you know, nearly eating shit, getting in the ring. So like I say, I may dig that up and see if we can get that on the channel. That might be fun to go back and check that out. Mark Fusion, I remember his feud. Of course, he's referring to Isaiah here. I remember his feud with American Kickboxer. I had a great interview with American Kickboxer, aka Izzy I, that's here on the channel as well. If you enjoyed the Isaiah interview, you definitely enjoy the interview with Kickboxer. What a great dude! I'm gonna have him back on very soon too. Any more Wild West? Yes. There's going to be some more of that coming soon. I can tell you that for sure. I want a drinking contest between Doug and Tommy. Oh Lord, I don't know about that. I don't know if anybody's going to challenge Tommy to a drinking contest. Even Doug. Doug don't do a lot of drinking these days. And Tommy don't do a lot of drinking, but Tommy will have a beer. And if you call him out on the carpet, yeah. As far as Herb, James, I've got all that UWF television on the Main Event Comedy YouTube channel. So if you check that out, I'll put the link up soon and let you know. We may have to wrap this up pretty quick. Just got a phone call that I'm going to have to return. I was hoping I had a little more time. I was hoping I had till at least 8:30, but that call came quicker than expected. So GWF Supercards, yes, more GWF is coming up soon. I'm going to try to, per everyone's request, I'm going to try to hammer out some more of this OVW and some more AWA. But yes, there's some more GWF coming up very, very shortly. George Gillis versus Eric Watts, and he put the just a sleep match. Eric wasn't the greatest, but to be fair, Eric was a lot better than George Gillis. Now let's give him that much credit, right? But and he's a nice guy. I met Eric a couple of times. Eric's a good dude. So I'd actually like to interview him and talk to him about his time in the USWA more so than like his famous WCW run. So I may be reaching out to Eric sometime to do an interview for one of these things. So let's not burn any bridges before we get a chance to cross them. So yeah, new episode dropping tonight at midnight, episode 32 of Dangerous Conversations. Somebody say something about Philadelphia. We're going to be talking about the Gilberts and Tommy Rich's history in Philly, and they all have a pretty big, history there. We all know Philadelphia's fans' reputation of cheering the heels and booing the baby faces. And Eddie and Tommy worked for for WCW there first, and then eventually, Eddie worked for TWA, and Doug and Eddie both worked for ECW. Then eventually Tommy came in as the Big Don, had that great ECW run, and we talk about all that in this episode and a whole lot more. A lot of fun, and it drops tonight at midnight right here on the channel with Doug and Tommy. So hope everybody checks that out, and a few other things to look over. You can check out everything related to their podcast at DougGilbertPodcast.com. And for my USWA podcast, where we do weekly reviews of USWA Championship Wrestling, you can go to USWApodcast.com and find the links. And of course, you can always find it at WrestleCopia.com. Sorry to cut this short, guys. I had planned to go about another 20 minutes or so, but I desperately have to return a phone call for some business. So I'm going to have to jump off, but I'm going to do another one of these pretty soon. Next week, I will be traveling to Philadelphia for TWA One and Done and the WrestleCon. I'm going to document that trip. I've got to drive to Atlanta and then fly to Philadelphia. So I will be posting a bunch of videos here on the channel along the way of that trip, documenting getting there. And then once I get there, I'll be shooting some video from the event at the 2300 Arena, of course, the former ECW Arena. And should have some fun videos of me getting there and then hanging out with Doug and Tommy and us seeing the sights in Philadelphia. So hope that it turns out to be as much fun as I think it's going to be. No way it can't be, right? Hanging out with those guys. And if you've seen that lineup for WrestleCon and One and Done, holy, I mean, everybody who's ever been anybody is going to be there. So I'm super excited about that. Never been to the ECW arena in my life. Always wanted to. So super excited about it. So Zippo, take care. You take care as well. No worries. See you next time. JS, thanks. Brandon, you guys always show up for these and have great comments and questions, and I appreciate it. Thank you for supporting the channel. All you guys are awesome. Of course, James, thank you. And some of those things you've been talking about or asking about are definitely coming up soon on the channel. Working on getting some more footage in. So thank you all. You guys are awesome. I love all the comments you leave on the videos. You guys are super supportive of the channel, and I appreciate it. You are why we keep this thing going, and I keep searching for footage to put up here. So take care, everybody. Have a great night. Check out Dangerous Conversations that drops tonight at midnight. It's a fun episode. I think you'll enjoy it. And we'll talk to you again soon here at the Retro Wrestling Archive.